Shalom, shalom. First and foremost, I'd like to start this lesson off by giving all the honor, praise, and infinite glory to Yahweh, Bahashem Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Racha HaKodash. Double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone that rule well. Peace, blessing, and salutation to the hopeful elect that are out there diligently pushing this word in truth and in sincerity throughout the four corners of the earth. It's your brother Kazak Tazabah coming at you once again through the power and spirit of Yahweh Bahashem Yahweh Shai. Lord willing, this lesson is edifying. And it reads from SHTF Plan. It says historians warns 4 out of 5 major predictors of civil war in the United States have already happened. Okay. Now, as you know, there is a division, okay, a great division amongst, Babylon the Great, better known as America today. Okay. You have the right wing, the left wing, the Republicans, the Democrats. Okay, and now as we see who's running in office, both Kamala and Trump, now you have female and male. Okay, now she's obviously catering to the female demographic, okay, and also the so-called black demographic. All right, and then you got Trump for the for the right wing, okay, the conservatives. All right, the Esau, Edomites, male. Okay, so you have two polar opposites, all right, going after one another. Okay, and this is what's going to bring a major division, more so than ever before. Okay, this is the first time a woman has a strong likelihood of winning. I believe over Hillary Clinton. That's just my own personal opinion, only because Kamala is once like I said is targeting you so-called Negroes, Hispanics, and Native Americans, primarily the women. Okay, and she knows as long as she can get their votes, okay, they're gonna vote for her. Okay, and it's pure mockery, man. The things that she's doing to try to, appease Jakes, But needless to say, let's just get to the point, right? So it says it's 4 out of 5 crises, right? So it says he said the first of 4 that have come to pass is a crisis over debt, which Howe referred to as a new Tea Party movement, which manifested during the 2010 political conflicts under the same name. It says the second is a WMD, and you can see that for yourself. I don't have to say that. It says on major American city, this being the September 11th, and that marking today. Okay, in New York, Howe said the T attacks accomplished this prediction by bringing destruction and enduring consequences. The third was the Plan D. All right, the pandemic. Specifically the C-19, which swept across the world beginning in 2020. The fourth one was Russia invading a former Soviet republic. This was fulfilled when Russia began its special military operations in Ukraine in 2022. Okay, and the last one is the nullification crisis could be the tipping point that drops America into chaos. Okay, now to be quite honest, I didn't know what nullification was. So, and I may not be the only one. So through the spirit, let's look at it. Let's look into it. Okay. Let's look into what the nullification process is. Okay. Let's go to Wikipedia, see what they say. All right. It says the nullification crisis was a selectional political crisis in the United States in 1832 and 1833 during the presidency of Andrew Jackson, which involved a confrontation between the state of South Carolina and the federal government. It ensued after South Carolina declared the federal tariffs of 1828 and 1832 unconstitutional and therefore null and void within the sovereign boundaries of the state. However, courts at the state and federal level, including U.S. Supreme Court, repeatedly have rejected the theory of nullification by states. Okay, so in other words, if a state doesn't accept or agree with what the federal what they're doing at the federal level, they're pretty much, going to pull away, secede from the nation. Okay, such as, Texas being a major one. All right, you saw that with the whole Eagle Pass situation with the migrants crossing the border. Okay, and how, the Texas National Guard was standing up and defending their territory, whereas you had the federal side coming down and, trying to regulate. Okay, and that's just one of many instances where, different governors, okay, don't comply, or they don't agree with a lot of the stuff that the Biden administration is doing. Okay, so in the event of let's just say Kamala does win presidency, which, I honestly, through the spirit, I honestly don't believe that there will be an election, just because I feel like, that there may be some kind of event. All right, there's something that may take place that will cause this election to pretty much be extended or delayed. Okay, but if it does, hey, so be it. But if this woman comes into power, okay, you can expect different states to secede from the nation, causing a civil war, right? So let's keep going. It says, Howe said the remaining predictor is nullification crisis, where one or more of the states would actually nullify federal regulations, which could lead to a new succession movement. Such an event could be a tipping point that drops the country into chaos. Okay, it says it happens every 80 to 100 years. That like the Great Depression and World War II, where look at the time that we're coming into, World War III. We're in the midst of that. It hasn't reached the pinnacle, hasn't reached the top, because the Lord is in His time is gathering the nations pursuant to Joel the 3rd chapter. Okay, so He's allowing things to progress. He's allowing things to take place to ultimately fulfill His prophecy, right? He said the division between red and blue America have increased and become so deep that each side now sees the other as perfectly evil. He stressed that while democracy serves well for settling ordinary issues, it struggles to negotiate deeply personal and identity-driven fights. Okay, so you kind of see where this is going to. So this is the next, major prediction. All right, based off of history, and as we know, history just repeats itself. Okay. Also, why else would they be making such movies such as Leave the World Behind, Civil War, movies like that? Okay. And I believe in the movies Leave the World Behind. All right. I think it was Texas and California that succeeded from America. Okay. Because there was Slovakia, Civil War, Slovakia. But I could be wrong, but I believe there was a couple states that had that, because you saw there was National Guard fighting against, the army and things like that in that movie, So why other reason would Esau be his, why would he through Hollywood and everything start making these movies? Okay, because the Lord is putting a certain spirit in the earth, man. Okay, the Lord is causing these things to happen. All right, and the more we see it, the more we're going to speak on it, and the more we speak on it, as men of the Lord, servants of Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai, these things that we're reading are coming to life and being made manifest. All through the Spirit of the Lord. Okay, so let's get our 2nd Esdras 15 and 14. Woe to the world and them that dwell therein. For the sword and the destruction draweth nigh, and the people shall stand up and fight against another, and swords in their hand. For there shall be sedition among men, and invading one another. They shall not regard their kings nor princes, and the course of their actions shall stand in their power. Now, there's been a lot of videos of different groups, Proud Boys, I think there's another one called ASPA, or something African, something People Association or whatever, that are being hunted down by FBI and things of that nature, being ransacked. Okay. Look at what they did to the Black Panther Party, you know. So there's a lot of division. There's a lot of people trying to, you know, they're forming up into groups. Okay. Now you're going to start to see a lot of groups being formed to try to either overthrow or to try to be self-sustained, self-sufficient amongst their group and their people. Okay, to defend, you know, their people in a sense. Okay, but ultimately, hey, they're all going to get judged, you know, because they're trusting in their own arm, man. They're trusting in themselves, you know. But this is what's going to take. This is what's going to take place, man. The sedition among people. All right, as you know, in Yahushua even spoke about the division. Right. This is Mark chapter 3 and verse 23. And he called unto him and said unto them in parables, how can Satan cast out Satan? And if a kingdom be divided against itself, that kingdom cannot stand. You see? So we're seeing a great division. Therefore, we know through the Spirit that this kingdom is on its tail end. Okay? This kingdom is on its last leg. All right? The fact that this place has been so divided, you know, as it is today. All right? Isaiah chapter 19 and 1. The burden of Egypt, behold, the Lord rideth upon a swift cloud, and shall come into Egypt, and the idols of Egypt shall be moved at his presence, and the heart of Egypt shall melt in the midst of it. And I will set Egyptian against Egyptian, and they shall fight every one against his brother, and every one against his neighbor, city against city, and kingdom against kingdom. And the spirit of Egypt shall fail in the midst thereof, and I will destroy the counsel thereof. And they shall seek to the idols, and to the charmers, and to them that have familiar spirits, and to the wizards. Okay? So as you see, you know, when they have these, you know, summits, okay, they hire, you know, enchanter or wizard or witch, you know, to come do some rituals. Okay? And really, without them not even knowing, they're really putting their, you know, more curses upon Egypt, upon Babylon. All right. The Lord is putting the spirit on these devils to pretty much, you know, have them condemned. You know. Let's get one more. About to get ready for camp. This is 2nd Ezra chapter 16. And 2nd Ezra chapter 16 and verse 70, it says, for there shall be in every place and in the next cities a great insurrection upon those that fear the Lord. So ultimately, great persecution. Okay, they're going to try to come after the elect, after the nation of Israel. Right? It says, and they shall be like mad men, sparing none, but still spoiling and destroying those that fear the Lord. For they shall waste and take away their goods and cast them out of their houses. So, hey, there may come a point in time where you may be, you know, you may try to pull up to your home. It's a whole SWAT team waiting for you, you know, and you see them from a distance. You may have to turn the other way and know that you can't go home. Right? Scriptures go into how we may have to be as pilgrims upon the earth. All right. It says, then shall they be known who are my chosen. They shall be tried as gold in the fire. Hear, O ye my beloved, saith the Lord. Behold, the days of trouble are at hand, but I will deliver you from the same. Be ye not afraid, neither doubt, for the Most High is your guide. And the Lord is going to guide us during these trying times, man. Okay? Because if you go and watch these movies, The Road, Leave the World Behind, Civil War, you know, the Book of Eli, the only way we're going to be protected is through Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, you know? So this here is coming, man. Okay? Civil war is coming. So with that, I want to give honor, praise, and infinite glory to Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, Bahashem Rakak Wadash. And until next time, Shalom.